Good morning, students. Today's session is for your third HR specialization, that is for Human Resource Development Principles and Practices. In our last class, we discussed various on-the-job training methods. And today we are going to discuss various off-the-job training methods and modern methods of training. So the training method is categorized into two categories. First one is the on-the-job training method and off-the-job training method. Again, various methods comes under each category. Means the on-the-job training method involves number of methods of training. Again, under off-the-job training method, there are number of methods available. So today we are going to discuss various off-the-job training methods, and apart from on-the-job training method and off-the-job training method, again there are various modern methods of training available. So the training method is categorized into two categories. First one is the on-the-job training method and off-the-job training method. So on-the-job training method means what? On-the-job training method, we can say that it is a procedure or it is a method of training where the trainer imparts new skills, knowledge required to perform a particular task at the place where employee works. Means in on-the-job training method, the trainer imparts required skill to the human resources at the same environment where employees actually working. Again, various methods comes under on-the-job training method, like job rotation method, understudy method, coaching method, job instruction training method, again committee assignment method, and apprenticeship training method. So these are the various on-the-job training method, and through this method, the required skill, required knowledge is provided to the human resources at the same environment where the employee works. Next method of training is off-the-job training method. In off-the-job training method, the trainer imparts required skill, required knowledge to the human resources by separating the human resource from their actual working condition. Means in off-the-job training method, the trainee is taken away from their actual working condition, and at any other places or at anywhere the organization provides training to the human resources. The main intention of providing off the job training is that the human resources can concentrated only one activity. Means the human resources can concentrated only the learning activities, and as quick as possible the human resources can able to acquire the required skill, the required knowledge. And after providing training to the human resources, again the employees of the organization are again sent back to their actual work. So off the job training involves separation of human resources from their actual working condition, or by separating the human resources or taking away the human resources from their actual working condition, training is provided. Again, under off the job training method, again under the off the job training methods, there are number of methods available, and off the job training method is again categorized into three categories. First one is the simulation method, next one is the knowledge based method, and third one is the experiential method. Again, various methods comes under each category, and in our last class we also discussed one category of off the job training method, that is simulation training method. Means the training method is categorized into the broadly training method is divided into two categories. First one is the on the job training method and off the job training method. Again, in each category there are number of methods available. Means number of methods comes under each category. Again, off the job training method is categorized into three categories. First one is the simulation method, next one is the knowledge based method, and third one is the experiential method. Again, various methods comes under these three categories. So In our last class, we discussed in detail what is a simulation method and what methods comes under this category, means what methods comes under simulation training method we already discussed. So let me tell you in brief what is a simulation method. So simulation method or simulation training category is a type of off-the-job training method. In simulation method, how the trainer imparts the required skill, required knowledge to the human resources. In simulation training method, the trainer arranges everything which is required to perform a particular task at any other places of the organization or at outside. Means in case of simulation method, the trainer duplicates a trainer copied the actual working condition at outside of the working condition. Means whatever the task, whatever the machines, whatever the task perform in a particular job, and whatever the tools used in actual working condition or actual job, that can be duplicated or that can be copied or that can be arranged at any other places or at outside of the working condition, actual working condition. And by using these methods or by using the the machines, the tools arranged by the trainer, the actual training is provided to the trainee so that the trainee can able to acquire the practical knowledge related to a job. And after getting training related to particular job, then the employee of the organization are again sent back to their job. So simulation training method involves duplication of the actual working condition at outside of the organization. And the area of training may be within the organization but not within the actual working condition or at outside of the organization. The trainer generally arranges everything which is required to perform a particular task. Means in simulation, the trainer duplicates the actual working condition at outside, and by using the same methods, by using the same tools and techniques, the trainer imparts the required skill to the trainee. Again, under simulation method, various methods available or various methods comes under simulation method. That is role play, case study method, again in basket exercise and vestibular training, and the last one is the management game. So these are the various simulations method comes under the category of the job training method. And today we are going to discuss another two category of the job training method, that is knowledge based training method and experiential training method. And number of methods comes under these categories. So first we are going to discuss the knowledge based method. So what is the meaning of knowledge based method? In this method, the trainer imparts the required knowledge. The trainer imparts the required knowledge, required skills to the human resources to the human resources through delivering a lecture, through providing a lectures to the human resources. Means this method of training involves involves providing knowledge to the human resources in any subject area, covering the aspects like its concepts and theories, basic principle of the subject. Means in knowledge based training, the trainer imparts the knowledge related to various concepts, related to various theories and principles about any subject to the human resources. Means this method's intention is to provide knowledge related to a particular subject's theories, concepts and basic principles, so that the employee can able to get some theoretical knowledge, can able to get some practical knowledge related to different aspects. Again, under this method or under this category, there are number of methods available like lecture method, programmed instruction method, conference and seminar method, and conference and seminar method. Means knowledge based method involves three methods. First one is the lecture method. So generally lecture method is a direct method of providing instruction. In lecture method, the trainer delivers a lecture related to the company's rules, policies, procedures, and method of performing a particular task to the trainee. So, lecture method's main intention are by using lecture method, the trainer can impart the required skill through providing or through delivering a lectures, and in this method the trainer imparts knowledge related to company's rules, company's policies, procedures, and method of performing a particular task. And lecture concentrates on transmission of ideas, concepts, theories, and the related knowledge. Means the lecture concentrates only on communicating the ideas, communicating the concepts, theories related to a particular subject or related to any subject. Means the lecture method's main intention is to impart required skills and knowledge through delivering a lectures or through delivering a series of lectures to the human resources. And in this method, the lectures main or the trainer's main intention is to communicate whatever the skills, whatever the ideas, theories, concepts, or procedures for performing a particular task to the human resources. And in this method, the trainer can impart knowledge, can impart skills to the large number of trainees at a particular time. Means within the same time, the trainer can able to impart required skills, required knowledge to large number of trainees. You can take the example of classroom teaching. So in classroom teaching, the trainer means the teacher can impart the skills, can impart the knowledge of any subject to the number of trainees, to the number of students at a particular time, or at a same time the the trainer can impart required skill, required knowledge related to a particular subject to large number of students, to large number of trainees. So this method is suitable for providing knowledge related to companies' rules, procedures, and policies and method of performing a particular task to large number of trainees. Next comes to programmed instruction method. This is another method comes under knowledge-based training method. So this method has popular in recent year. This programmed instruction method is very useful to the organization, and nowadays most organizations use this method for providing training. So in this method, what the trainer will do? First, in this method, the trainer carefully planned the contents of the training in various units. Means he has to arrange the contents of the training in a sequential units, and each unit consists of number of questions from simple to complex, and the trainees are required to go through the units that is arranged or that is prepared by the trainer, and trainee is asked to answer the questions, or trainee is asked to fill the blanks what is mentioned in the units. And by using these things, or by doing these things, the trainees knowledge, the trainees skills can be enhanced. So this method has become a popular in recent years, and the subject matter to be learned is presented in a series of carefully planned sequential units. Means whatever the contents of the training, that can be arranged carefully in a sequential units, and the questions arranged in each unit is from simple to complex level of instruction, and the trainees are asked to fill the questions or asked to answer the questions. And by doing these things, the employees or the trainees skills, the trainees knowledge can be enhanced. Next method of training, that is conference and seminar method of training. So in conference and seminar method of training, the trainer delivers a lecture on a particular subject, which is followed by queries and discussions. Means in conference and seminar method, the trainer imparts the required knowledge, required skills on a particular subject by providing a lectures, by delivering a lectures to the trainees. And in the seminar and conference method, the trainees are allowed to ask questions, and there may be a discussion the regarding the particular subject delivered by, or particular lecture delivered by the trainers. And the conference leaders and the seminar leaders must have the necessary skill to lead the discussion. Means he has the capability, means the leader has the capability to answer all the questions asked by the trainees, so that the trainee can able to acquire more knowledge related to a particular subject, and without losing the sight on the discussion, the trainer has to proceed. The trainer has to conduct the training program. So in conference and seminar training method, the trainer is required to deliver a lecture on a particular subject to the trainees, and the trainees are asked to the trainees are allowed to ask different questions. Means they can able to, or they can allowed for queries, and there may be a discussion after completing or after delivering the lectures by the trainer, and the leader must have the required skill to lead the discussion. And by solving or by answering the queries of the trainer, the trainer can able to develop the skills, develop his or her knowledge. So this is all about the knowledge based training method. I told you off the job training method is divided or categorized into three categories. First one is the simulation method, and various methods comes under simulation method. Next one is the knowledge based method. Again, various methods comes under knowledge based method. And last one is the experiential method. And under this method, one method available. So what is the meaning of experiential method? The objective of this method is to help an individual understand oneself and others. Means this method of training allows a trainee to understand himself and to understand others from their point of view. Means this method allows to understand another person's feelings, so that the person's team building skill can be improved, and the person can able to work within a team in a most coordinated and cooperative manner. So sensitive training method comes under experiential training method. So what is the meaning of sensitive training method? Sensitivity training method is also known as T group or laboratory training method. And it is the ability of an individual to sense what others feels and think from their own point of view. Means in this method, or in T group training method, the trainees are allowed to understand the feelings of others from their feelings of others, and think the feelings, and think the ability, think the condition of a person, mental condition of a or mindset of a person from their own point of view. So sensitivity training allows a person to understand others feelings, so that he can able to work well with his or her colleagues in a group, in a team, and the person's interpersonal skill can be improved. And this method's intention is to improve the person's leadership skill, the person's communication skills, team building skills, and these methods improves the person's interpersonal skills. So sensitivity training methods intention is to enhance the person's interpersonal skill and communication skill, so that the person can able to work well within a group, work well within a team. And in this method, the trainees are brought together in a free and open environment to facilitate discussion. Means in the sensitivity training method, the trainer arranges or the trainer groups the training groups number of trainees in a particular environment in a free or open environment that facilitates or the trainer allows the trainee to make a general discussion among themselves so that uh, within this discussion the person or the employees or the trainees can able to understand another person's feelings, another person's mindset of, so that the person can able to or the employees of an organization can able to work well in a coordinated and cooperative manner. Generally, this discussion carried on by a experts, and the experts doesn't do anything. He has the responsibility to manage. He has the responsibility to proceed the discussions, and he has the responsibility to overlook the discussion, and he has to encourage the trainee to express their ideas and beliefs so that other person or other employees in the other employees who participated in this discussion can able to understand another person's views, another person's ideas and beliefs. So by understanding the person's ideas, by understanding the person's another person's beliefs, the human resources can able to develop their skills, develop their knowledge, and the outcomes of this method is that the employees of an organization can able to work in a coordinated and cooperated manner, and they can able to work well with a team or well within a group. So this is all about the off the job training method. So under off the job training method, there are three categories available. Means off the job training method is categorized into three categories. First one is the simulation, and various methods comes under simulation method like role play, case study method, in-basket exercise, vestibular training, business management games. That comes under simulation method. Again, next category comes under off-the-job training method, that is knowledge-based training method. Again, knowledge-based training method consists of three methods, that is um, lecture method, program instruction method, conference and seminar method. And last one is the experiential method. It consists a single method of training, that is sensitivity training method. So this is all about the off the job training method. So apart from on the job training method and off the job training method, there are other modern methods of training also available. So what are the modern methods of training? Means what are the methods now the organization uses for imparting the required skill, required knowledge to the human resources? We will discuss in detail one by one. So there are number of modern methods of training available, that is employee self-initiative method. Next one is the online training method, audio and visual method, e-learning method, and last one is the uh, e-learning method and online training methods. So these are the modern methods that nowadays organization uses for imparting the required skills to the human resources. So first modern method of training is that employee self-initiatives method. Nowadays employees realize that they have to work with the changes, and they are bound to accept the organizational changes. Means if they want to survive in the market, then or if they want to survive or if they want to continue his or her job, they have to work well with the changes. So nowadays, organization adopt or implement latest changes, implement new changes, and the employee is required to perform well within that changes. If the employees are not able to adjust himself or herself with that changes, then it is not possible for them to survive, not possible for them to retain. So by considering these things, employee nowadays employee initiates training requirement by himself or herself only. Means employee identifies their own training needs rather than it is identified by the organization. Previously, what the organization will do, previously how the training is imparted, first the organization has to identify what the skills, what the skills and what the skill deficiencies the person having. And after identifying the deficiencies, organization is required to arrange a suitable training program. But nowadays the employees realize that they have to work well with the organizational changes, and if they're not able to work well with the organizational changes, it is not possible for them to retain, not possible for them to survive. So for that reason they identify their own training needs. Means they identify their own skill lacunas, their own skill deficiencies, and they select appropriate training program organized by different organization. Means different organization arrange different training programs, and the trainees, means the employees, identify their own training needs, and they participate in the training program organized by other organization, and by participating in that they learn required skill, they learn required knowledge to perform a particular task. And nowadays the employees take proactive learning at things, so that they can able to well adjust, they can able to work well with the organizational changes, and it is possible for them to prosper and grow. Next method of training is that is online training method. In this training, the trainees undergo training by staying at any place of at any place of their work. Means wherever the employee is or wherever the trainee is, the trainer can impart required skill, required knowledge to the human resources if internet facility is available. Means the trainee are required to complete his or her training program where from a place wherever they have access to computer and internet. Means if internet facilities are available, then the trainer can impart the required skills, required knowledge to the trainee the trainee wherever the trainee is present. Next comes to audio visual method. So in audio visual method, how the training is imparted? In audio visual method, the trainer illustrates different methods of or the trainer shows different methods of performing a particular task through various videos. Means by playing various videos, the trainer shows how the production process happens, how the task will perform. And this method is suitable generally for the production process and the marketing jobs. So it is used to illustrate the steps in production process. It is used for explaining the steps in production process, and through the videos or by playing the videos, the trainer can explain how the production takes place. And by referring each and every step in the video, the trainees can able to get required knowledge related to different steps of production process. And in this method, the training is imparted by using CDs and DVDs, and through this organization provides exercises, problem solving, and tutorial instructions also. Means whatever the instruction required to perform a particular task, that can be provided through videos or through CDs and DVDs to the human resources. And by playing the CDs and DVDs or by referring the video clips, the trainer can able to understand the production process. Next method of training is e-learning method. So E-learning method provides the opportunity of learning from anywhere in the world. Means if the employees stay at a particular place, or and if the trainer plays at any other places, then the trainer can impart training to the human resources by using latest techniques, by using web-based techniques or e-learning techniques. The trainer can impart required skills to the trainee wherever he may be he may present in the world. So for e-learning method of training, he uses various instruments like webcam and using various internet facilities. The trainer provides required skills to the human resources. And for providing e-learning training, there are number of methods available, like number of apps or number of applications available, like uh, through Skype's and through video conferencing. The organization or the organization and the organization and the other the organization can impart the required skills to the human resources. And e-learning methods involve training through or training by using internet facilities, or by using various by using various webcams, and by using other techniques. The trainer imparts training to the human resources. Next comes to your conference training method. This is not online training method, this is conference training method. So conference training method, how the trainer imparts the required skill. So after globalization, most of the organization operate across the globe, means perform their activities at performs activities at whole over the performs activities in perform number of activities across the globe, and they perform many complex operations, so that require new skills, that require new knowledge, some extra knowledge to meet the competitions. So many executives are given training through video conferences, and and they uses modern equipments for imparting required skills, required knowledge, like okay, they uses camera, Skype, audio devices to telecast online through big screen. So, conference training method involves providing training by using latest techniques, by using latest equipments like Skype or audio devices and camera, and wherever the trainee is, the trainer can able to impart the required skill, required knowledge. And last one is the workshop. In workshop, how the trainer learn required skill. Generally, training workshop is a type of interactive training where participants carried out number of training activities rather than passively listening to lectures and presentation. Means in workshop, the trainees are allowed to do certain tasks, and trainees are allowed to solve some actual work related to a particular task, so that the trainee can able to acquire more knowledge related to the practical task, related to the practical job. And in workshop, employees or the trainees are not allowed to listen, the trainees are not required to listen only the lectures. It is required for trainee to do something, or to solve some problems, or to solve some actual work related to the task, related to the job. So this is all about the modern methods of training. So training is categorized into two categories. First, training method is categorized into two categories. First one is the on the job and off the job training, and various methods comes under these two categories. And apart from that, there are various modern methods available for training. Nowadays, organization uses this method for providing training to the human resources. So this is all about today's class. Thank you.